Welcome back to How To, where I show you how to best utilize the stands in Bridge or Western while putting them on a tier list. Today we'll be covering Gold Experience. This stand is a lot of fun and pretty strong to boot. Let's get to it. Gold Experience is an active, humanoid stand with pretty good stats. Its skins as of now include Toxic Gold Experience, White Gold Experience, Silver Gold Experience, and Cracked Gold Experience. Gold Experience is fairly straightforward to obtain. Being a part of the regular stand pool, it is able to be obtained by merging with a corpse part or using an arrow shard. Gold Experience used to have an evolution, Gold Experience Requiem. This was unfortunately removed in Update 1, but it will return in a rework state in the future. Gold Experience's first ability is Tree Branch Strike. Hitting the floor with an M1 will cause a tree branch to grow towards the nearest opponent, dealing light damage. Next is Barrage. Gold Experience unleashes a fast barrage with good damage. During Barrage, a quick time event will come up. Pressing the correct button in time will turn your barrage into a high damage beatdown at the cost of draining your stamina bar. Gold Experience's main ability is Life Punch. This move has 4 variations cycled through by pressing V. Using this move consumes half of the yellow meter present whenever you summon the stand. The first variation is Life Punch Internal, a close range punch that does light damage, blurs the opponent's screen, and inverts their controls. The second variation is the Tree. Gold Experience punches the ground, causing a tree to sprout from it, dealing good damage and knockback. The third variation is the Eagle. You once again punch the ground, creating a slow-moving eagle. If the eagle hits an opponent, it will do light damage before spinning back around and hitting them again. The final variation is Scorpions. You strike the ground, creating 2 sets of scorpions that quickly fly towards the nearest opponent, dealing heavy damage and poisoning them. The next ability is Tree Branch Assault. You strike the ground, causing several tree branches to rapidly grow forwards. If they hit an opponent, they will be trapped and Gold Experience will hit them with a kick barrage, dealing heavy damage. Gold Experience's last ability is Life Giver, where Gold Experience gives you a good amount of health back at the cost of briefly ragdolling you. You can also use this ability on other players if you're close enough. Now, with the abilities covered, let's get on to how to use this thing. Gold Experience is a simple but very capable stand, and it's often able to beat stands that are way better than it. This stand works best at close range, as nearly all of its moves operate at this range. Even though this stand has a D in power, it can still hit very, very hard, especially with its Barrage, Beatdown, and Tree Branch Assault. Your Barrage is very strong. Since Gold Experience has an A in speed, it winds up very quickly, hits a lot, and can even deflect projectiles. If you miss your Barrage, you can press your stand key or switch to another item to send your stand forward separate from yourself, acting kind of as a pseudo-barrier for you if you're in a gunfight. Your beatdown does very high damage, but getting rid of all of your stamina can be a pretty big downside, especially if you need to continue using your stand or chase someone. However, during your beatdown, you are fully actionable with your stand, meaning you can use whatever ability you want or in one. This makes your beatdown do way more damage than normal. Nearly every other beatdown in the game can also do this, but I'm not sure if this is a bug or intended, so don't be surprised if this doesn't work in the future. Your Tree Branch Assault can be pretty difficult to hit, especially if someone's moving around a lot, but you lose basically nothing from just throwing it out, and the cooldown is very short. If it hits someone, it does the same damage as a full barrage, so it's quite powerful for very little effort. Your Life Punch is very hit or miss. Life Punch Internal is pretty bad. It does very low damage, and you could use the meter for other better variations. Your Eagle has potential, but it moves extremely slowly. On top of that, it's currently bugged and doesn't do more damage beyond the initial 6 damage hit. Your Tree is quite powerful. It does decent damage, has a lot of knockback, and has a deceptively huge hitbox. This move is an amazing get off me tool, and just good to use in general. Your Scorpions are your other good life one. They do a ton of damage, and if you're close enough, a good amount of them will end up hitting and shred your opponent. The poison can also finish them off if they end up getting knocked. Your heal is also an amazing move. It heals you quite a bit, and the ragdoll doesn't last all that much, so anytime you're struggling, you could just quickly run behind cover and use this move as a quick pick-me-up. It's also pretty useful if you're playing with friends, as you could use this ability on them as well. Gold experience can make use of a good amount of cards. Since you want to be up close in people's faces as often as possible, I strongly urge you to use Free Runner. This card is amazing with gold experience and a lot of other stands, since it lets you have your stand active longer, as well as let you use your slide kick to combo into moves like your barrage, scorpions, and tree branch assault. If you really want to emphasize your stand, you could also use Boy with Fists to deal more damage with gold experience. Since you want to fight at close range with this stand anyway, the minus 35% gun accuracy shouldn't impact you all that much either. I would recommend using Free Runner, Boy with Fists, and Anger Issues or Sturdy depending on how you like to play. For weaponry, I would recommend a double barrel for some mobility and burst damage. Then, either a revolver like the Colt Toss-a-Lot or Whitney Dragoon for further quick damage, or a weapon to cover longer ranges, like the Winchester Repeater. Gold experience is a fairly easy stand to counter. If you're struggling against a gold experience, just stay out of its range. It's an extremely close range stand with very poor range capabilities. If you see them running at you and can't stop them, try to get onto an elevation, or move around a lot to try to get them to waste their moves. The last thing you want to get hit by against a gold experience is their beatdown, as if you get hit by it, there's a very high likelihood that you'll die. If a gold experience user is trying to summon a life form, immediately block if you have a stand with the capability to do so, or get as much distance from them as you can. If you're too close, you'll either get shredded by scorpions or flung away by a tree, so pay attention to whether they punch the ground. That covers everything for gold experience. Where does it go on the tier list? I'd say the stand is a solid A tier. It's very effective at what it specializes in, and can quite often compete with stands better than it in the hands of a good player. I can see the stand going up to S tier potentially after Gold Experience Requiem gets added as well. That being said, thanks for watching. See you next time.